Have you ever woken up in the morning, sat on the edge of your bed, and thought, why do I feel more tired now than I did before I went to sleep? Or maybe it hits you in the afternoon, that foggy, sluggish feeling that makes even small tasks feel like climbing a mountain. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people over 60 feel their energy just isn't what it used to be, and it can be frustrating. You might wonder if this is just what getting older feels like. But I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be. Yes, our bodies change with age. But that doesn't mean we have to settle for low energy, constant fatigue, or feeling like we're running on empty by noon. There are small, practical habits you can start right now, today, that can bring your energy levels back to life. You don't need fancy pills or extreme diets. You just need a few simple changes that fit naturally into your routine. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 easy, yet powerful habits that can help you feel more awake, more alive, and more like yourself again, even after 60. These aren't complicated or overwhelming. In fact, most of them are surprisingly gentle, and they can make a big difference in how you feel each day. Let's start with the first habit, and it's one that many people overlook: drinking enough water. Now, I know it might sound too simple, maybe even too obvious, but you'd be surprised how often low energy is actually just a sign that your body is dehydrated. As we get older, our sense of thirst can fade a little. That means you might not feel thirsty, even when your body really needs water. And when you're just a little dehydrated, it can show up as tiredness, foggy thinking, or even moodiness. A good way to think of it is this: your body is like a plant. Without water, it starts to droop. The same thing happens to us. Our muscles work less efficiently, our brain slows down, and we just don't feel quite right. So here's something easy you can try. Keep a glass or bottle of water nearby throughout the day. Sip on it steadily. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Aim to drink a glass first thing in the morning when you wake up. After all, you've gone all night without water. Starting your day with a glass of water is like giving your body a gentle jumpstart, like flipping on the lights in a dark room. Some people find warm water with a squeeze of lemon in the morning helps wake up their digestion too. It's simple, natural, and can make a world of difference. Once you've started drinking more water regularly, let's talk about the next habit, one that's often underestimated, but can be a powerful energy booster: moving your body gently every single day. Notice I didn't say exercise or work out. Those words can sound intimidating, especially if you've been feeling low on energy. What I'm talking about here is gentle, intentional movement. Things like stretching in the morning, walking around your home, doing some slow arm circles, or even dancing a little to your favorite music while you're cooking. The key is this: our bodies are made to move, and when we don't, our energy tends to go flat. Movement helps circulate blood, wake up our muscles, and even send signals to our brain that it's time to be alert. You don't need to do a full workout routine. Even 5 or 10 minutes of light movement can lift your energy in a way that's surprising. You might start your day by reaching your arms overhead and taking a deep breath. Then gently bend side to side or roll your shoulders. These little actions tell your body, okay, we're starting the day. It's like taking off the parking brake on a car. You don't need to floor the gas pedal, but you do need to let yourself roll forward. Some people enjoy Tai Chi, chair yoga, or simple walks around the block. The goal isn't to break a sweat. The goal is to stay in motion, to keep the body and brain connected and energized. And if your joints hurt or you have limited mobility, even just moving your fingers, ankles, or neck gently can help your circulation. Now, once you've started getting a bit more movement into your day, there's another habit that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful for boosting energy, and that's getting morning sunlight. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel after spending a little time outside in the sun? That's not just your imagination. Sunlight, especially in the morning, tells your body it's time to be awake. It helps set your internal clock, also known as your circadian rhythm, and that rhythm controls your energy levels throughout the day. When we don't get enough natural light, especially in the morning, it can throw off that rhythm. That leads to feeling groggy during the day and restless at night, which is the opposite of what we want. So, if you can, try stepping outside for just 10 to 15 minutes after you wake up. You don't even need to do anything. Just sit, breathe, maybe sip your morning coffee or tea on the porch, by a window, or in the garden. Let that sunlight hit your face and your eyes, without sunglasses if it's safe to do so. It's like flipping your body's switch from sleep to awake. Even on cloudy days, natural light is stronger than indoor lighting, and your body knows the difference. It's one of the easiest, most natural ways to feel more alert and improve your mood. 2. Now that we've talked about staying hydrated, moving your body, and getting sunlight in the morning, you might already be feeling a shift in how you think about energy. It's not about doing more or pushing harder. It's about working with your body in a smarter, more natural way. And that brings us to the next habit, which is all about how you fuel your body. Eating foods that actually give you energy instead of stealing it away. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go on a strict diet or cut out everything you love. That's not realistic, and honestly, it's not very enjoyable either. But there's a simple truth here. Certain foods drain your energy, while others can help restore it. It's like putting the right kind of fuel in your car. You wouldn't pour soda into the gas tank, right? It's the same with your body. One of the most common traps people fall into, especially as they get older, is eating foods that give a quick burst of energy but leave you feeling more tired just an hour or two later. Things like pastries, white bread, overly sweetened cereals, or even those so-called healthy snack bars can spike your blood sugar fast and then crash it just as quickly. That crash? That's what leads to that mid-morning or mid-afternoon slump where you feel like curling up and taking a nap. Instead, try building your meals and snacks around what I like to call steady energy foods. These are things like whole grains, oatmeal, brown rice, whole wheat toast, plus protein from eggs, beans, nuts, yogurt, or lean meats. Add in some healthy fats like a little olive oil, avocado, or a handful of walnuts, and suddenly your meal is giving your body fuel that lasts. Not too heavy, not too light, just right to keep you going. Even something as simple as a boiled egg with a slice of whole grain toast and a piece of fruit can keep you energized far longer than a sugary muffin or a bag of chips. And don't forget about veggies. A colorful plate with greens, carrots, peppers, or sweet potatoes brings you fiber, vitamins, and slow-burning fuel your body knows exactly how to use. You don't need to make it complicated. You don't need to follow some trendy plan. Just aim for real food, simple ingredients, and a good mix of fiber, protein, and healthy fat. Eat slowly and listen to your body. When you eat the right kinds of foods, your energy will reflect it, steady, clear, and consistent. And here's something else that can make a surprising difference: your breathing. That's right. The way you breathe throughout the day has a direct impact on your energy. And no, I'm not talking about anything fancy or spiritual, just plain, everyday breathing. Most of us, without even realizing it, breathe in a shallow way, up in our chest with short little breaths, especially when we're feeling stressed or tired. But deep belly breathing, slow, full breaths in and out, can actually help wake up your body and calm your mind at the same time. When you take a deep breath in through your nose and let it fill your lungs all the way down into your belly, you're getting more oxygen into your bloodstream. That oxygen feeds your cells, including your brain. Then, when you exhale slowly, you're releasing tension physically and mentally. It's like a natural refresh button. Try it right now. Sit back, relax your shoulders, and breathe in slowly through your nose. Feel your belly rise. Then exhale gently through your mouth. Do that a few times in a row. Most people notice a difference almost instantly. Clears your head, lowers your heart rate, and gives you a little lift. You can do this anytime, while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, watching TV, or even lying in bed. Some people find it helpful to set a gentle reminder on their phone a couple times a day to just pause and breathe. Just 60 seconds of focused breathing. It doesn't take long, but the benefits can last for hours. Now let's connect this with something else that's just as powerful and often overlooked when we talk about energy: your mindset. Yes, your thoughts, the way you talk to yourself, play a big role in how energized or drained you feel. If you wake up thinking, "I'm so old, I can't do anything anymore," it sends a message to your body to slow down. But if instead you say, "I'm going to move today, I'm going to take care of myself," even that small shift can change your whole day. Your brain believes what you tell it. If you constantly tell yourself you're tired, worn out, or past your prime, that message gets reinforced, and you start to live it. But if you remind yourself that you still have purpose, that your body is capable of feeling good, and that your choices matter, suddenly energy starts coming back. It doesn't mean pretending everything's perfect. It just means giving yourself a chance to feel hope, to feel strength, and to believe in your ability to improve. Maybe that starts with a walk to the mailbox, or a little morning stretch, or choosing a breakfast that supports your energy instead of draining it. The important thing is to notice how you speak to yourself. Are you kind, encouraging, or are you always pointing out what's wrong? Start catching those thoughts. You can't always control them, but you can gently redirect them. Just like steering a boat, you don't need to turn it sharply. You just shift the course a little, and soon you're heading somewhere completely different. Even writing down a few uplifting thoughts or goals can help. Keep them by your bedside. Something as simple as, "Today, I choose energy," or "I'm proud of taking care of myself," can plant the seed for better days. And here's a little truth that not enough people talk about. Taking care of your energy isn't selfish. It's one of the best things you can do. Not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. When you feel good, you connect more. You laugh more. You bring joy into the room. And that matters. You matter. So, now that we've explored how the right foods, your breathing, and your mindset can all play a big role in your energy, it's time to talk about one final habit. And it might surprise you. Because this one isn't about what you eat, or how you move, or even how you think. It's about something even deeper than that. It's about your sense of connection to yourself, to others, and to the world around you. Now, I know what you might be thinking. At this stage of life, relationships shift. Maybe you've lost a spouse, or friends have moved away, or family is busy with their own lives. It's easy to feel like your social circle has gotten smaller, and with it, your sense of being energized or inspired. But here's the truth. Even though your world might look different than it did 20 or 30 years ago, your need for meaningful connection hasn't changed. In fact, it may matter even more now. Feeling connected, whether it's with people, with nature, or with a purpose, has a powerful effect on your energy, your mood, and even your health. And no, this doesn't mean you have to suddenly become a social butterfly or join every club in town. What it means is finding small, real ways to stay engaged with the world around you. Even one genuine connection a day can lift your spirit in a way that no energy drink or multivitamin ever could. Think about how you feel after a good chat. Maybe with a neighbor over the fence, or a phone call with a grandchild, or even a kind exchange with someone at the grocery store. That warmth, that sense of being seen and heard, it lights you up from the inside. That's energy. Real energy. And connection doesn't only have to come from people. Many folks find a deep sense of peace and vitality from time spent in nature. Sitting in the garden with your morning tea, listening to the birds, feeling the sun on your face. These simple moments can be incredibly grounding and refreshing. Others feel renewed when they're doing something that matters to them. Volunteering, helping at a local library, mentoring someone younger, or even sharing life stories with others. That sense of purpose, of contributing in some small way, brings energy that lasts long after the moment is gone. And don't underestimate the power of routine connection. Having something to look forward to each week, like a regular walk with a friend, a weekly bingo night, or even tuning into your favorite YouTube channel, creates structure and positive anticipation. It's something that pulls you forward, and having that can make all the difference. Now, I know for some people, especially if you live alone or you're more introverted, reaching out might feel uncomfortable or tiring. That's okay. Start small. Maybe it's sending a message to an old friend, or joining a local group where people share similar interests. Even participating in an online community from home can be a wonderful start. And while we're talking about connection, here's something important. Don't forget to connect with yourself. That quiet time you spend in reflection, whether through journaling, prayer, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, can be incredibly energizing. When you turn inward and listen to what your body and heart need, you start to live in better alignment with yourself. You move from just getting through the day to actually feeling present in it. So often we think energy comes from doing more, but more often it comes from living more deeply, being awake to the moment you're in, rather than rushing through it or dragging your feet to the next one. That kind of presence, that kind of attention, it can renew you in ways you may not have expected. Now, let's take a moment to just breathe that in. Right here, right now. You've come this far. You've taken time for yourself today, to learn, to grow, to consider new ways of living with more ease and vitality. That's something to be proud of. Let's take a quick moment and gently remind ourselves of what we've covered so far. Not in a rushed checklist way, but just to let it settle in your heart. You've learned how morning movement, even just a few minutes of gentle stretching, can wake up your muscles, loosen your joints, and give your day a calm and clear start. You've looked at the foods that truly nourish your body and give you steady energy without the crash. You've explored how something as simple as your breath can recharge your mind and help release tension. You've reflected on the power of your thoughts and how choosing a more hopeful and kind inner voice can completely shift how you feel. And now you've seen how staying connected to others, to nature, to your purpose, and to yourself can be one of the most life-giving habits of all. Here's the beautiful thing. None of these habits require perfection. You don't need to do them all at once. You don't need fancy equipment, expensive memberships, or someone telling you what to do every second of the day. You have everything you need already within you. All it takes is a little willingness, a little curiosity, a little love for yourself. Maybe tomorrow morning you'll try a new stretch before making your tea. Maybe you'll swap out that sugary cereal for something more balanced. Maybe you'll pause to take a few deep breaths while waiting for the kettle to boil. Or maybe, just maybe, you'll call an old friend and tell them you were thinking about them. These are small things, but over time they add up. And they don't just give you more energy, they give you a deeper, fuller experience of life. They remind you that age isn't something that holds you back. It's something that can empower you. You've lived through so much. You've learned, you've grown, you've overcome. And now you have the wisdom to shape each day with intention and care. So, I want to leave you with this message. You are not too old to feel good. You are not too late to change. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And every choice you make today is a step toward a more vibrant, energized version of yourself. If this video helped you in any way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe share one thing you're going to try this week. A new habit, a mindset shift, even just a deep breath when things feel heavy. Your story might inspire someone else who's watching. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more simple, uplifting tips to help you live well at every age. We're building a community here, one that believes growing older doesn't mean slowing down. It means showing up for yourself every single day, with a little more love, a little more intention, and a whole lot more grace. So here's to you, to your energy, to your health, and to living your very best life. Not someday, not in the past, but right now. You've got this, and we're in it together.